This wasp here has been on my drum here for a good minute because it was trying to get one because it's so hot out here and dry that the wasp is drinking water from my bin, my water bin. It's crazy. All right, now praise be to the Most High. Most High comes first all the time. He's the Most High to keep us alive, sustain us. So I have to give all honor and glory to Him. As I said before in the short, we shouldn't be jealous of anybody in life. You know, everybody has their little sphere of influence. Everybody has their own thing going on. And, you know, we need to give people the room to thrive, prosper, and do what they do. There's room for all of us in this world. A lot of us get jealous of other people. I'm also subject to that. I get jealous of other people. How do they get that? How do they do that? How do they? But the truth be told, if you really want to know, you have to roll up your sleeves, put on some arm grease, and you have to get to work, get to step, get to work. That's it. Okay? Nothing in this life is handed to you on a platter, and you can just know. You have to go get it. That's the truth of the story. Anyways, I want to start off with the wasp because I thought, you know, it was interesting seeing that the wasp is attracted to my water bin because, or drink bin because of the water on it. So I thought that was really dope. Yeah, so I'm going to talk to you guys about several things. The first thing I'm going to talk about, any decent person in this world, would know that what's happening in Palestine right now, what Israel is doing in Palestine, is atrocious and it's horrible. Okay, starving out people so that they can't get food, which is being, you know, there are tons and tons of food sitting on the Rafah border. It's evil. It's evil. You got 2.2 million people, or I guess it's about like 2 million people. 2 million people starving to death because you're saying you're going after terrorists. It's evil. Okay? There's no other way to describe it. And any decent human being in this world knows you cannot put a whole population of people, you can't suffer a whole population of people for a few. So this is wrong. Okay? And I'm saying this to say that for every single deed we do in this world, there is a reward. If you do evil, there's a reward for that. If you do good, there's a reward for that. And don't feel because you so-called went through this life and you died and nothing happened to you in this life, it don't mean you will not be pay for it in the next. Right? So, I'm just saying, right? Ceasefire, free Palestine. And to me, the story is not finished with a ceasefire. Even if there's a ceasefire, so what? So what? That's the immediate situation we have at hand to deal with an immediate crisis. Even if there's a ceasefire, borders need to be open. People need to be able to go where they need to go. Citizens should be able to return to their country, because this is what makes this thing evil. You chase these people out to your country and then you don't want to have them go back into their lands and occupy their territories. That's evil as well. So don't tell me about poor Israel this, poor Israel that. That's nonsense. Okay? There's nothing poor about Israel. You displace people from their land. You're not allowing them to return to their land under any circumstances. Then you're killing the people in their land and taking their land. There's nothing good about that. That's just evil, period. And any decent person in this world is not going to be confused by what we're seeing. You're bulldozing down people's houses. You killed an American citizen who was you put her body in front of a bulldozer and you bulldozed her over. Okay? That's a wicked, evil mindset. Okay? With no regard for human life. And I know there are a lot of people in certain levels who think like that because they have the power to influence populations of people. But they're determined to have their will be done. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to say that. All right, let's get into the other stuff. The other stuff is, I went and I watched finally Dolomite Is My Name on Netflix. Now, if you don't like obscene language, probably not, and nudity, you probably won't watch that movie. So I'm just saying, it's not a family film, okay? Having said that, it's actually an inspirational film about a guy who's trying different things. You know, he's an entrepreneur, he's trying different things. He's not good at some things, but he's trying everything. He's hustling, you know what I'm saying? He's not good at comedy, but he tried comedy. He's not good at selling products and stuff, but he sells products and stuff. You know, he seemed to be out of sync on out of timing. He has out of timing with everything. You know what I'm saying? He's out of sync with everything. But yet, he stumbles upon, and he wants to be great. He wants the world to remember him, right? So he stumbles upon something. There's this legend, this myth about a gentleman named Dolomite. And everything about this character is funny. At the same time, he's like a hero. He's funny in the story. And the funniness is because a lot of things are improbable what he does, but he gets through it. And it's just funny situations. This legend of Dolomite is told by bums, homeless people. It's a well-known myth, but it's told by the homeless, the destitute, and bums. So a day, he holds down several different jobs and stuff, and he's in charge of different things. I think he was in charge of a store or something like that. And a bum came into the store, and he paid the bum to leave the store, right? And in so doing, the bum starts telling this story about Dolomite, but it's all in rhymes. You know, the bum be rhyming as he's telling the story. Now, I forgot the guy's name, but he listens to the guy, and he realizes there's something there. Why don't I build my comedy off of a character named Dolomite that everybody kind of know about? It's a public lore, it's a public mythos. And so he reinvented himself. He used to go into comedy club and open for different acts, okay? Not comedy necessarily, but talent, whatever. And he sucked at it. But he stumbled upon this thing, and he went into a place with all these bums, and he started listening to them tell the stories of Dolomite. And they're always funny. And he wrote them down, but he realized that he had to change up some stuff to spruce it up and stuff for his audience. And then he changed his whole character. He dressed up like this Dolomite character. And he went up there and he killed. He killed with this character. Once he got into this character and he was doing his thing, he killed. And he was seen as funny. And because of this, is a true story, by the way. This is based on a true story, right? And because of that, he went on to start running circuits in the black community, you know, different comic circuits, and he worked his way all around the United States of America in different clubs and stuff. And this Dolomite thing, he actually did his own album. He did several albums of Dolomite, and they did very well. But all the trials and tribulations it took to get him through that, or people didn't want to accept it, it's filthy, it's this, it's that, the other. He had to go through all of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So he's going through all these obstacles, keeping persistent, scrapping together money to make these things happen. Starts making money. He starts killing the circuit. Right? Dolomite is a thing, and his name gets big, and people are pushing to get into his stuff, and his comedy goes on. You know, he had a suggestion about a certain song, and a DJ had turned him down before he became Dolomite. After he became Dolomite, DJs was wanting to play his stuff, and he was highly successful, okay? And then he said, I want to reach more people. So he decided to do a Dolomite movie. And he lost all his albums and stuff because when he tried to raise the money for the movie, nobody wanted to invest in this movie, right? Because at the time, you know, in the 70s, you know, it was all about, you know, black excellence and, you know, portraying black people a certain kind of way. And he was trying to do a comedy, which went against that, right? And so If you guys haven't seen Dolomite is my name, you guys should still look at it. But remember, there's obscenity, there is nudity, and there is foul language, okay, in it. But the bottom line of that story, which is that this dude used unconventional methods to get his movie out. Dolomite is my name. The director of the movie, the guy who was actually shooting the movie, the guy who actually directed the movie didn't even believe in the movie. He thought it was one and done and he left. This guy ended up, he didn't know nothing about movie making, right? He pulled together, he scrapped together a bunch of people, students, film students, that kind of thing, black actors who couldn't get work and stuff. He scrapped that all together, right? And they made this movie. And the movie was funny. And because it was so funny, he didn't have to do everything, perfect. He didn't have to have perfect acting. He had an excellent actor who was actually directing the movie. And they ran out of money and they had to get more money, and then finally they got the movie done. When they got the movie done, nobody wanted to play the movie. But he ended up getting a black friend who had a black theater in black neighborhoods, and they played it 12 o'clock at night. He promoted the daylights out of it, and he got his ticket sales, he got all the tickets in, and it became a success hit. And then bigger ups now. When they saw the success that was happening, they made a deal with him, so he was able to play the movie into cinemas all around the place. And it became a hit. And he did like 4 other movies or something like that. And the journey involved a lot of different people, people who were seen as rejected, but this lady who he helped out with her child because she was funny. And he ended up in this story that he was able to help so many people. He was a real unorthodox spirit. He was able to put out this movie. And the thing about it is, comedians to this day, when they move from comedy to movie, have to thank this man because nobody supported him, nobody believed in his dream, and he was still able to make it happen. So if you haven't seen this movie on Netflix, and Netflix is another unorthodox avenue, which, like Zack Snyder is able to do Rebel Moon on Netflix, and weird stuff, and stuff that you don't see every day, and different takes on different things, and different documentaries and stuff, which the world could see, millions and millions of people, even billions of people can see because of Netflix. And similarly, Dolomite is my name, which is also went into cinemas and stuff. Was something that was made in 2019. I didn't get to see the movie. I always wanted to see it. The bottom line of it is that there's no such thing as this cannot be done. You have to stick with something. And even if, I remember in the premiere, the critics tore up the movie. They destroyed the movie because nothing like that had been seen before. They destroyed it, and they were saying, we reached this far, we have to put out a movie. We made a whole movie and all that, the writer and everybody. Because when he pulled in the writer didn't even believe in what he was doing. A lot of people just didn't believe in what he was doing. You know what I'm saying? And he single-handedly kind of pulled it all together. And with some help from other people, they were able to get the source of the people and stuff. And it was just a very intriguing, interesting story for anybody who's an entrepreneur, businessman. You're going into the unknown, just stepping into something. And everybody else will tell you, I'll tell you something about people. People are good at telling you what you cannot do or what is not possible. Or the first thing that comes out of somebody's mind because they probably never ventured to do something is, well, you have to watch out for this, watch out for that. It's never, the average person, the average Joe will never tell you go for it. Go for it. Find out what you need to get at, go for it. The average Joe won't tell you that. Because the average Joe always looking out, always kind of sees things through a negative lens. They don't see the opportunities, the potential of things. And I'm just here to tell you guys, restore the Snyderverse is going to happen. Because if you think in a pessimistic way, then like the average Joe, you will shut everything down. You will say that I'm being realistic. This is realistic love. But if you are somebody who can see the potential in things, the probabilities, the possibilities in things, you are going to continue to push for that. It's the same thing with the ceasefire. It's the same thing with Free Palestine. You have to have a mindset different to the average Joe. The average Joe is going to say, this is not possible. What's happening, my brother? Yeah, man. Juice. I got sorrel, Morby, I think I have grapefruit still. I think I have some orange still, and something else. Fruit punch. And then I also have water, which is my staple. Yeah.
I want you to
Let me show you everything. Hold on 1 second, people. Streaming at the same time. You'll make money multiple ways, man. Multiple ways to make income. Okay, so here we are. We have a big fruit punch. You have a little fruit punch as well.
I did that one already.
Right. Good.
I did that one.
And then you have Moby. This is very bitter.
You like it, right?
This is sorrel. This is nice. I have grapefruit.
Give me that one.
One grapefruit. All right. Grapefruit it is. Grapefruit that's very good.
Yeah.
Remember how outside you. Another grapefruit. Grapefruits. And also orange. This is orange. It is gold still. And I have orange as well, small.
Yeah, correct.
Okay. Right. That. Okay, that wasp is dying.
Huh?
Wasp. He was in here drinking some water, but apparently he was old. So he's spending his last days, see?
Yeah.
Last days on here.
Are you still here?
What's the name? Is it a wasp or an ant? It's an ant.
You're just bite though.
An old ant. Yeah. He won't bite me. She's cleaning up the top. This is his last days. Yeah, go on the tree instead. Go on the tree. Yep. There you go. I give you a change?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, man. So how's everything?
Okay.
Everybody good?
Yeah.
All right.
Everybody okay?
Yes. Thank you for getting support.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
Okay.
Huh?
Give me bacon and syrup.
Oh wow! Bacon salted this morning. Oh my gosh. That's nice. Enjoy. Bacon salted, baby. Oh my god. That I haven't had in a long time. Bacon bulldog? Yeah. You get some bacon bulldog, bro. Yeah. What time is it now? It's minutes to 9. You leaving here at 10? Yeah. I get down to Arima by around 10, 11. Okay. Cool. Pull out. Oh, small one, big one. Yeah, salty. I love celery. Yeah. That celery actually tastes good. It's strong. Super strong. Good. Oh, there's my boy. Yeah? You found him? Say he was down by them. Right. He's smart, man. He can handle his stories. Right. You know what he's doing now. He does know what he's doing. Yeah, don't worry. Your father, remember your father take care of you. He obviously know how to take care of himself. He know how to handle his stories, man.
He take a shot of white up this morning, very bad away. I heard it today, but I'm last night and
That's Yaka.
Like, father, I shot me.
Yeah.
And all these everybody brag you, Mickey, and I'm saying, what time now? 9 o'clock?
It's almost 9. It's possible when you apply, but you have to work. You have to put in the work. You have to execute. You can't just dream and think that nothing will happen. So restore the Snyderverse is a very important thing. Keep with it, guys. Also, free Palestine is a very important thing for any decent human being. Keep with it, guys. I have something else I want to say about Zack Snyder. Zack Snyder, I'm trying to remember what it was I was going to say about Zack Snyder. Zack Snyder, you know, he's an innovative creative guy, right? This stream was about something to do with him. You guys remind me what it is this stream was about, because I can't remember right now what exactly it was I was about to speak about with concerning the Holocaust. in the interview that Zack Snyder had, he spoke about how he was able to work along with a studio, Netflix particularly, and give them what they want, which is a more PG-13 movie, and also what he wanted to do, his design, being part of it. I always thought about the guy, how collaborative he is. He's willing to work with anybody, anytime, any place. The question is, are they willing to work with him? A lot of times, Zack Snyder's movies are a lot more edgier than the typical movie. Challenge the genre that you're looking at. If it's sci-fi, he challenges the sci-fi genre. Fantasy challenges the fantasy genre, etc. He's not trying to be gritty or on the deep end. He's just trying to pose questions. You know, give you these little how we call it, quirks or little caveats or little what's the word I'm looking for? I can't find a word right now. So, you know, because of that, you know, he'll do these little I forgot what he called it, like little twists. That's the word I'm looking for. Twist. He'll twist something, you know. He'll put a little spin on something, and that's what makes him so cool to me. Is, you know, everything seems to be going as planned, and then all of a sudden he challenges the status quo. He challenges the norms of what you say and make you think about the thing. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, some of his stuff is I question some of the morality of some of his stuff in terms of like some of his movies, but overall, you know, because he was talking about, you know, heavy metal and if they ain't got sex and violence and stuff in it, you know, he used to question the comic books, and I'm not really into all of that. You know, I'm fighting against that stuff. But having said that, you know, what I like about him is how he challenges. He makes people. He makes people think. He challenges what you think is status quo, what you think is the norm. You know what I mean? But he's very collaborative. Like nobody criticizes Zack Snyder for his creativity and the collaborative nature he works with. He'll give actors and let actors, and you know Ben Affleck's doing this too. He lets the actor, you know, develop the character from their perspective. You know, he gives you a certain amount of leeway into, you know, ownership of the character that you are representing. You know what I'm saying? When you're acting. All right, man. Let me get these two things out here. You know what I mean? So that's what I like Zack Snyder for. Should have really gotten another size. So I'm out here selling drinks. That's kind of me in a gist when I'm doing my creative process. I like to put a spin on things. I like to carry you along this way, and then all of a sudden they're like, "Huh? What just happened?" You know? He calls it weird, but I don't think it's weird per se. I think he put a spin on something. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's what I noticed about Zack Snyder. But with respect to collaborative, he's extremely collaborative. He's extremely open-minded and willing to accept and embrace certain things, you know, and that's what I like. That's what I like about him. And I just wanted to end with that. Looking forward to Rebel Moon Part 2. Also looking forward to the director's cut of Rebel Moon. He's got to be kind of hyped for it. I don't know what to expect, you know. But again, guys, just based on his directing, just based on the way how he does things. You know, right now Dune is doing well in theaters, right? I even went to the theater I in my area, and I saw that the Beekeeper is still there, showing in the theater. I don't know what that means. I don't know if the Beekeeper is doing well in theaters. You guys will be able to tell me. But other than that, nothing from Warner Brothers has been doing well. This is going to be the breath of fresh air. No comic book movie of recent times actually is doing well either. So Zack Snyder's stuff is definitely going to be a breath of fresh air if we can get that to be shown in theaters. So we're hoping that the Snyderverse will be restored. Hopefully Comcast Universal where Christopher Nolan is, would be able to acquire the DC properties that have to do with Zack Snyder continuing Justice League 2 and 3, because that's the major thing that we want to really see at Justice League 2 and 3. Of course, if we can get the Atom, Wonder Woman movie, a Batman movie with Ben Affleck directing, we can get those things still. Push for it, you know what I'm saying? Alright, that's a bus going to Remo. Yeah. So, yeah, that's what I got for you guys. I'm gonna catch you guys later. I am Christ, I am disciple. Don't forget, build your own. Learn the process of building your own. Stay in your lane. Be unique. Do your thing. God bless you all.